So, you want to write something so incredibly vivid that your reader feels like they're right there with you? Well, today, we are unlocking the secrets to mastering the descriptive essay. Let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? When you're reading and suddenly the words just disappear and you can practically hear the sounds or smell the scents and feel the whole atmosphere of the scene like you're actually living it?
That right there, that's not just good writing. It's the entire goal of a descriptive essay. It's all about you, the writer, becoming an artist. And your words, those are your paints. Okay, so what exactly are we talking about here? Before we start painting, let's make sure we understand our canvas. The two big ideas here are vivid picture and sensory details. See, it's not about just listing off facts about a place. Nope. It's about creating a whole experience for your reader, pulling them into a moment, using what they can see, hear, smell, taste, and even touch.
Now, it's super easy to get this mixed up with a narrative essay, but this table lays out the difference perfectly. Think of it like this. A narrative essay tells a story. It's like a movie with a plot. A descriptive essay, though, that's more like a photograph. It freezes one single moment in time and zooms in on all the details and the atmosphere to make that one moment feel absolutely real. The goal isn't to tell us what happened, but to show us what it felt like.
All right, listen up. If you only take one thing away from this entire explainer, this is it. This is the secret ingredient, the real magic trick that separates flat, boring writing from writing that just, well, sings. You've probably heard this phrase a million times, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, to tell is just to make a statement. It's giving information. But to show, that's about creating an experience. It's using all those juicy sensory details to lead the reader to their own conclusion. Just look at the difference here. The telling example, yep, it's a statement. It gives us the facts. Okay, but the showing example, whoa, you can almost smell the cabbage and mildew, can't you? You can hear the squeak of the sneakers and see that hazy, dusty sunlight. It doesn't just tell you the room is stale, it makes you feel it. And that's the key takeaway. Your goal is not to inform your reader, it's to transport them. So that all sounds great, but how do we actually do it? How do we make that jump from telling to showing? Well, lucky for you, you've got some seriously powerful tools at your disposal. Let's open up the Writer's Toolkit.
To really pull your reader into the world you're creating, you need to master these three things. First, sensory details. You gotta think beyond just what things look like. What do they sound like, smell like, feel like? Then you level up with figurative language, things like similes and metaphors to create really powerful connections. And finally, it's about your word choice. Don't just say a guy walked. Did he stroll, stomp, shuffle? Be specific. And boom, this quote illustrates the point perfectly. This sentence doesn't just say, the air felt nice. No way. It uses personification, giving the air affection. And that sensory detail of touch to create this beautiful, unforgettable image. That, right there, is the toolkit in action. Okay, so you've got the tools, but how do you actually put them all together to build something amazing? Well, every great creation starts with a blueprint. So let's look at the structure of your descriptive essay. The process itself is pretty straightforward, honestly. First, pick a topic you feel connected to. That passion is going to shine through, I promise. Then map out your ideas with a simple outline. Next, write your first draft, focusing completely on showing. And finally, and this is so important, refine and proofread your work. And the structure is pretty classic. Your intro is your hook. You got to grab the reader and establish the main feeling you want to create. Your body paragraphs are where you really get to play with your toolkit. Maybe you dedicate one paragraph to sounds and smells, another to sights and textures. And then the conclusion brings it all home, reinforcing that dominant impression and leaving the reader with a powerful, lasting image. Now, before you grab your pen and start painting your masterpiece, let's quickly talk about a few common tripwires. Knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. So here's the quick and dirty list. Ditch the cliches. You're more creative than that. Make sure every single detail you include has a purpose. Stick to your structure, embrace that figurative language we talked about, and please, please, please proofread. It's that final polish that makes all the difference. So there you have it. You've got the definition, the golden rule, the tools, and the blueprint. You are totally ready to go beyond just telling stories and start showing entire worlds. So the only question left is, what world are you going to show us?